dan sekaligus mendapat surat dari Satpol PP pemerintah Kabupaten Bekasi perihal pembongkaran.
Kita harus menyambut semua pemerintah yang datang ke gereja kita ini untuk melakukan pembongkaran. Kita harus menyambut mereka dengan hati yang damai dan penuh dengan cinta kasih.
We are not safe any longer in our own place, in our own houses. We are not free to believe in what we want to believe.
But we are very worried the increase of the intolerance group.
Indonesia has long been praised for its remarkable transformation from dictatorship to democracy, and for its long tradition of religious pluralism and religious freedom. It is the largest Muslim majority nation, but its tradition of religious freedom and pluralism is increasingly under threat from radical Islam, which is affecting all people in Indonesia. It is affecting Christians. Many churches have been closed or harassed. It is affecting the Ahmadiyya community, which has been severely persecuted and victimized. It is affecting the Shia, and it's affecting the majority moderate Muslims who don't like intolerance. And so we believe that there is an urgent need for action against what is undermining all that Indonesia has achieved.
That for a long time we lived together among Muslim, Christian, Hinduism and Buddhism with harmony. We have experience about that. It's a big capital of Indonesia. But since last 15 years, there is a digital start from radical one, fundamentalist one, who comes from abroad. It comes to Indonesia, try to change the Muslim in Indonesia instead of become really Muslim, but become Arab people. Arabization process is happening. So in one hand, we as a Christian always skeptic with the westernization in Indonesia, but now our brother and sister from Muslim in Indonesia also now has the problem of Arabization. This is the big problem now that makes so many violence, many church attack, the minority attack, not only religious but also culture, a certain culture who they value as a different with quote to quote pure Muslim. The problem is how to deal with this. The next.
March this year, the government destroyed our new building. The new building just by stone up to 5 meters around this old church, old building. They broke the new building and not destroy to the old building. Some of them is from government, they are policemen, they are Satpol PP. There are also many intolerant people came here, and also quite sound to say destroy the building, destroy this building, because there's no permit here. On 2011, 2 years ago on June, we have start our processing to get permit from government. We have complete the signature or the permit from the people around from this church, and also check their picture and make the letter of confirmation, and they have signature on it. So we move on our permit to our Kepala Desa, village leader. And this is the problem. The village, our village leader not give us the permit because I think, this is my opinion, because he is afraid for the intolerant people. So I know he is the victim too.
On 12th of September 2010, as we were walking towards the place where we were holding our Sunday service, Muslim fundamentalists came on 8 motorcycles armed with knives. We tried to protect each other. They stabbed one of our elders because they hate Christians. As we were taking the elder to the hospital, the man who knifed the elder attacked me. He hit me in the face and 3 times on my back with a wooden plank. There were no police at the time of the attack. I was later told that I was the target. I still feel traumatized about the situation.
This building is not a church, it is a school. Yeah. So when we use this building, this property for worship in every Sunday, they prohibit us because we don't have legally it is not a church, so we can use it for a church.
The Ahmadiyya community has existed in Indonesia since 1925 and has approximately 500,000 members. Historically, they have faced relatively few problems, but since 2005, Ahmadis have faced an increasing campaign of harassment, discrimination, and violence. On May 5, 2013, a mob attacked an Ahmadi community in Kampong Wararigi Tasikmalaya Regency. No one was injured, but 29 houses, the madrasa, and the elementary school were attacked. The main target was the mosque.
I do not feel safe. I just need one thing. I want to feel safe.
Before this incident, my children slept separately, but now they sleep together because they are afraid.
We want to let the other know is that we are not safe any longer in our own place, in our own houses. We are not free to believe in what we want to believe. But I wish, and this is the only wish, that we can live in peace and safe, and we can believe in what we think that it is. We believe in what we want to believe. That's all.
In 2013, an Ahmadi mosque was forcibly closed and sealed in Bekasi, a suburb of Jakarta, with approximately 20 Ahmadis refusing to leave.
This is the real picture of Indonesia, where the government cannot guarantee the right to practice our religion and faith. Even though we have the constitution and law, the government cannot guarantee our freedom. This is the weakness of our country, because we do not have a strong leader who cannot make any decisions. The local government is also powerless. That is why we are attacked again and again. So we want to tell the world that our country is plagued by intolerance.
But we are very worried the increase of the intolerance group. And to myself, the reason why we are afraid because our government seems very weak and not have a strong policy to defend them, to give a clear policy to them. But they very afraid to defend the right of our religious belief. It is a different side with what the Constitution says.
As this film has shown, religious intolerance in Indonesia is on the rise, and Indonesia's tradition of religious pluralism and religious freedom is increasingly under threat. The Indonesian government needs to take urgent action to protect pluralism and protect particularly religious minorities. And the international community needs to put pressure on the Indonesian authorities to bring the perpetrators of violence and hatred to justice, to provide proper protection for minorities, and to promote religious freedom, which is enshrined in Indonesia's own constitution. And we all have a role to play in encouraging our governments to put pressure on the Indonesian government to take the action that they need to take.